I'll probably do the interview tomorrow at like 9. Okay? But yeah, this whole debate was just a total flop. Total joke. And like I said, it just goes to show this is our future after Trump. All these like psycho neocons like Nikki Haley, Mike Pence. These people are delusional. And I'm so sick of this like Judeo-Christian greatest country on God's green earth. We need a government as good as our people. Like I'm over that. We're done with that kind of thing. And here's why. 1, it's not Judeo-Christian, it's Christian. 2, America's no longer the greatest country in the world. Newsflash. 3, we have problems, okay? Our people have problems. The country has problems. This like constant, we're the greatest country, we could do both, we're the best, you have a pretty small opinion of America. That was the worst moment, is when Mike Pence said, if you think we can't defend our border and fight in Ukraine, you have a pretty small opinion of America. It's like that kind of bravado is just, it's just ignorant now. You know, we did that already. We did that 20 years ago when we went into Iraq. And we said, you know, we could do everything. And like, look at our country now. Our country's it's a mess. It's a total shithole. If you think we can't do both, you must have... We can't. We aren't. We're not doing any of it right. We're not winning this war. We didn't win in Iraq. We didn't win in Afghanistan. The border's open. We can't do either. Forget about both. We can't do either. You must have a pretty small opinion of America. As if like there's any shame in being strategic. That's just like total propaganda from the Bush years, from the neocons. Total hubris and just like painfully ignorant. And all the rest of it is just the same, you know. And this stuff about the Constitution, the guy pulling out the pocket Constitution. This is what the opposition looks like. This is the opposition. Pocket Constitution. He said he would suspend the Constitution. Good. It's our turn to suspend the Constitution. They suspended it. Now it's our turn. The election was stolen. Nobody even talks about that. It's just crazy. That's why it's so important Trump gets back in, because otherwise there's no opposition. If Trump doesn't win, this is the GOP, and they will not oppose the system anymore. Black Rifle, this is the shit that we're gonna get. This is what you have left. Birch Gold, Black Rifle Coffee, Rumble. Rumble's okay. The song, the Oliver Anthony Rich Men North of Richmond song. Living in a new world. I've been singing that for the last 2 weeks. Living in a new world. Like that's what's left. If there's no Trump, we just get this ridiculous boomer hillbilly shit, this Ronald Reagan. Even Vivek had a terrible answer this time when he said, well, I'm a young guy. I'm going to bring together a multi-ethnic working class Reagan-style victory. No, you're fucking not.
The sun
living in a new
California.
world.
We'll see there next month when our colleagues at Fox Business host the next 2024 showdown.
Fox Business is partnering with Univision, the Reagan Foundation, and Rumble to bring you the second Republican presidential debate on September 27th. It looks pretty nice there. 20 years ago, 70% of American adults said they were extremely proud to be an American. That number has now plummeted to just 39%.
World.
In his pitch to get to the Oval Office, President Reagan called America the shining city on a hill, a beacon of hope and optimism.
So in your closing statement tonight, please tell American voters why you are the person who can inspire this nation to a better day.
Ronald Reagan said Ronald Reagan is dead.
And we begin with Governor Burgum.
I understand why America's hurting.
Living in a new world.
I grew up in a small town. My dad died when I was a freshman in high school.
What?
My mom, widow of 3, went back to work. Every job I had growing up was one where I took a shower at the end of the day, not at the beginning of the day. Our cities are less safe because of the fentanyl pouring into this country. Our economy is being crushed by Biden's energy policies, which are raising the cost of every product you buy, not just the gasoline at the pump. One thing that I'll do as president, I'll secure the border. I'll get this economy sprinting, not crawling like it is right now. And I would say that other thing is for sure, when I'm on a horseback in the Badlands of North Dakota, it looks like the horizon is just limitless. And when you can almost see beyond that horizon, you can see that this great country, our future is unlimited. But we've got to focus on innovation, not regulation. We've got to cut the red tape. We've got to drive ourselves forward. The way we win the Cold War with China is by growing our economy and through innovation. And as president, I will bring out the best of America.
Dude,
I will improve every American life.
Make it stop.
You're back on your horse soon, Governor.
Yeah, absolutely.
Governor Hutchinson?
And back home.
Our nation is in trouble. And it's in trouble because of failed leadership.
You're a lizard.
And the solution is not 4 more years of Joseph Biden. The solution is not 4 more years of Donald Trump. The solution is new leadership that can bring bold ideas to America and to bring out the best of America. A president's #1 responsibility is to bring out the best of our people. That's what Ronald Reagan did.
Oh my
and he
gosh!
did it with optimism and hope for our country, with consistent conservatism. That's exactly what I bring.
Consistent
As president,
conservatism.
I'll bring out
Shut
the best of
fuck
America
up.
in terms of
Shut
individual responsibility, building our economy, in terms of securing our border, enforcing the rule of law.
Who came up with that?
I'll bring out the best of America in terms of our national character, our faith, and our hope for the future. Join in this fight. ACA2024.com.
Living in a new world.
Thank you.
With an
I was a disillusioned
soul.
young man growing up in a single-parent household, mired in poverty. I wonder if the American dream was
I heard
real
a single
for a
mom.
kid like
You're
me.
black.
I can stand
We get it.
before
You're
you today
black.
And say the dream is a lie.
Bro said I was poor and had no daddy. Yeah, we know.
I have
You're
the good
black.
fortune of a mom who works 16-hour
You can't
days,
read.
making sure we have food on our tables.
I ain't got no daddy. I'm like them. I ain't got no daddy, and I was poor.
You pay it back. You commit a violent
We
crime,
know.
you go to jail.
Let's go.
And if God made you a man, you play sports against men.
F you.
I'm Tim Scott. I'm asking you for your vote, and if you're in Iowa, I'm asking you to caucus for me. You can go to votetimscott.com for more information or to make a contribution.
Governor Christie.
No.
Thank you, Brett. Thank you, Martha. Look, everybody on this stage wants to be the next president of the United States. And the only way that's going to happen is if we beat Joe Biden. I'm the only one on this stage who's ever beaten a Democratic incumbent in an election. I did it in a deep blue state, being outspent 3-1. Beating a Democratic incumbent is not easy. The last Democratic incumbent president who was defeated was Jimmy Carter. And he was defeated by a conservative governor from a blue state who knew how to get results.
Just like you.
Who stood for the truth, who cared about accountability, and stood strong and hard against waste.
You're just like Reagan.
Those are the very things that I did in my 8 years as governor of New Jersey, and it's exactly what I'll do as president of the United States. Believe me, the Democrats want some other nominee who's never beaten a Democratic incumbent. I'm the one who can win this race, and if you give me the chance, I will restore our country by winning it.
Thank you. Governor Haley.
Several weeks ago, I dropped my husband, Michael, a combat veteran from Afghanistan, off at 4 a.m. for another year-long deployment. I watched him and 230 soldiers pick up their 2 duffel bags of belongings to go to a country they had never been, all in the name of protecting America. If they are willing to protect us from there, we should be willing to fight for America here. I will beat Joe Biden, and he knows that. I will strengthen our economy, and we'll bring this inflation down. We will put transparency in the classroom. We will secure our borders. We will have the backs of our law enforcement
in the classroom?
And we will make sure we have a strong national security. And once again, we will make sure we have an America that is strong and proud. We have a country to save.
White pride.
Join us. Go to NikkiHaley.com.
But not white pride, right?
Let's get it done.
Vice President Pence.
Still would, though. Would.
Thank you, Brett and Martha, for this evening. It's an honor to be here. Joe Biden has weakened America at home and abroad. the disastrous withdrawal from Afghanistan, their war on energy, runaway spending that launched the worst inflation in 40 years, a crisis at our southern border, an assault on our values and liberties. And the American people have had enough. But I know we can bring it back. But different times call for different leadership. The Republican Party owes the American people a choice.
He's an actor. This guy's an actor.
Leadership.
Proven
at the
leadership.
National level that knows how to move a conservative agenda
conservative
forward.
record.
We've proven in the Trump-Pence years you can turn this country around faster than you can imagine. And I have faith we will again. Because I have faith in the American people, the good, decent, hard-working, faith-filled, idealistic people of this country. And I have faith that God is not done with America yet. And if we will renew our faith in one another and renew our faith in Him who has ever guided this nation since we arrived on these wilderness shores, I know the best days for the greatest nation on earth are yet to come.
Thank you. Mr. Ramaswamy.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I was born in 1985, and I grew up into a generation where we were taught to celebrate our diversity and our differences so much that we forgot all of the ways we are really just the same as Americans, bound by a common set of ideas.
We forgot
that set
white
this
nationalism
nation into motion in 1776. And this is our moment to revive those common ideals. God is real. There are two genders. Fossil fuels are a requirement for human prosperity.
Oil and gas
Reverse
lobby.
racism
Oil and gas
is
lobby.
racism. An open border is not a border. Parents determine the education of their children. The nuclear family is the greatest form of governance known to man. Capitalism lifts us up from poverty. There are three branches of government,
we need Marxism.
not four. And the
We
U.S.
need socialism.
Constitution, it is the
That's a
strongest
joke, by the way.
guarantor of freedom in human history. That is what won us the American Revolution. That is what will win us the revolution of 2024. Thanks for letting me introduce myself tonight. Thank you.
Governor DeSantis.
That was pretty good. Look at what the heck?
Governor?
This is our time for choosing.
What?
We will send Joe Biden back to his
Oh,
basement
another
and
Reagan
we will
reference.
reverse the decline of this country. I'm a blue-collar kid. I work minimum wage jobs to be able to make ends meet. I understand the importance of the
time for
American
choosing.
dream, and I
Seriously?
know how that's slipped away from so many millions of Americans. We'll restore it. I'm a veteran who served in Iraq. I know what it
Oh, you're
means to
gay?
put service above self. I'm also a dad and a husband to 6'5" and 3-year-old. I understand
You're
the importance
6'5"?
of protecting parents' rights and the well-being of our children. In Florida, we showed it could be done. I made promises, and I delivered on all of those promises. 2024 is make or break. We're not getting a mulligan, no excuses. I will get the job done, and as your president, I will not let you down. God bless you all.
What the heck?
Well, we want to say thank you. Thank you to
Finishes.
all the candidates on the stage tonight, and thank you
And
to
then that
Milwaukee.
toothy grin.
Thank you, everybody. We will see you on the
Okay.
campaign trail from debates to primaries to
6'5".
the general.
Someone says 6'5" 3-year-old. I'm a father to a 6'5" 3-year-old. Did he say he has a 3-year-old that's 6'5"? Maybe we should vote for him. 6'5" 3-year-old. Oh, that's funny. A 6'5" 3-year-old. That's crazy. That debate was terrible. Okay, let's do super chats. Then I'm out of here. Okay, this has been a terrible experience, and I hated every second of it. I don't even think we have a lot. I think people didn't realize I'd be reading them. Let's make it quick.
Protestant Grow I % $5. I vow to never log Nick J. Fuentes.